Hey, is that you, Sato? Shoot, are you serious? My name is Yuto Sato. On this day, I was unfortunately stuck being reunited with my mortal enemy. But also, your work resume is completely blank. And not only that, but you didn't graduate high school. It's over for you. Look who's talking. This guy is my former classmate from middle school, Taizo Mote. Because of this guy, I was depressed until recently. Until middle school, my grades were so good that I was able to get the top grades in the class. However, apparently Taizo didn't like that about me, and I became the target for bullying, and I was being bullied by everybody around me. Those days continued, and from there, I found myself unable to go to school anymore. However, 1 month ago, my mom was hospitalized, and I felt I could no longer be depressed, and I was trying to assimilate back into society, but you know, I have the top sales record in this company. I'm super elite, even though back in middle school you had better grades than me. I wonder where we came to be on such different levels now. Well, anyway, you're not hired. You can go home. That was from back in middle school, and I thought it was a story that was over, and yet, I didn't think that I would have to be reunited with that guy again. And not only that, but Taizo has become an elite employee now. Back when we were students, I was told that studying was everything. However, in reality, even if it's a person who can easily hurt other people, as long as they have social skills, apparently they can still do all. The world is way too unfair. A phone number I don't know? Hello? Yo, I just saw you earlier. Taizo? Why do you have my phone number? Obviously, it's because I looked at your resume. That's private information. More importantly, let me borrow you this upcoming weekend. But why me? You're bored anyway, aren't you? You're a depressed loser, so you better not think about going against me. Well then, meet me at 12 o'clock in front of the station. Hey, wait! He hung up on me. How selfish is this guy? However, if I didn't go, then he would probably complain to me later. I felt like I had no choice but to do as Taizo said. But this is just a group date. Hey, you didn't tell me that this was a group date. Oh, I didn't explain it to you? Well, small details like that don't matter anyway. But more importantly, listen to this. This guy, he only graduated from middle school, and he's been depressed at home ever since.
What, seriously? Looks like his life is already over.
I know, right? I felt sorry for him, so today I pulled him out of his house because I'm so nice.
Taizo, you're so nice.
The reason why I became depressed was because of you, though! Why should I have to keep up with this childish game? No matter what he says, I'm gonna leave!
Sorry to make you wait.
Whoa, someone even more weird than me just showed up. You're finally here! This guy's my classmate from college, Odasugi. As you can see, he's a super nerd and...
That's exactly it! My favorite anime character is, of course, Mika from the magical young girl Super Mika.
What?
Hoo-hoo-hoo! No matter how many times I look at it, it's a perfectly made figure, isn't it? Without exaggerating, it's way too perfect. Isn't this the best?
Wait, who is this guy? What's wrong with him? This guy's crazy, isn't he? He definitely can't get any girls, so I thought about giving him a chance, and that's why I brought him here. But there's obviously no one who would like a guy like this anyway.
Huh? But isn't the point of a group date to find somebody where you can share mutual hobbies? But you, Taizo, you hosted this group because you like playing with girls, right?
Huh?
Ever since we were in college, there were rumors about you like messing around with girls. You were always dating different girls like a revolving door, and I remember you getting into trouble too. Does that mean he doesn't care who the girl is? Wow, he's the worst.
That's enough! Both of you losers, get out! Why me too? I am kind of tired, but also, why do I have to get yelled at?
This is the legendary retro game Manjiro's Adventure! I never expected such a treasure to be found in a place like this! Without exaggerating, this is the best of the best!
This guy's completely in his own world. Wait, isn't that game... Oh, I have that game too.
No way! Don't tell me that you're also the same as me, a retro game nerd!
Well, I guess that's what makes me me.
In that case, we're gonna have to go around to different shops together now.
Hey, wait!
You don't need to hesitate. Come on, the master's going to show you around.
Whoa, he's too strong. However, going around to the shops with Odasugi was a lot more fun than I expected. He had a lot more knowledge than me, and no matter what I asked him, he would be able to answer. In the beginning, I thought he was a crazy person, but it turns out he was just passionate about the things that he likes. Then one day, I invited Odasugi over to my place. I had him play the game that I created, but then...
Whoa! The game that you created without over-exaggerating is seriously the best! This is to the level that the world would cry over! You're a god! You win at life!
Thank you. Although, I feel like you're complimenting me a little bit too much, but...
And that's not true at all! Your game is god level, Mr. Sato!
Well, but this is just a hobby. Not only that, but I was making it while depressed and holed up at home. While everybody was working hard in school, it's basically like I was just playing games. There's no way that someone like me should be rewarded in any way.
Now, what are you saying? I'm sure you're also working hard, Yuto. To try to make a game that's this complete at such a high level by yourself, there's no way you'd be able to do it with just a normal amount of hard work. And I think that the entire world needs to know about that hard work. Oh, I have a good idea. What do you think about interviewing for a game company?
What?
Actually, I have a friend that works at a certain game company. It's a company called Shingeki Games, but...
That's the huge company known that, well, if you can produce a new game there, then it definitely becomes a hit. That's impossible for a depressed loser like me.
It's gonna be fine. If you give up from the beginning, you won't be able to get anything. Even if you fail, you just have to stand back up again. Instead of taking no steps at all, you should at least try to take one step.
He's right. If I don't take action, then nothing's gonna change. I want to change. Thank you, Odasugi. I'm gonna try and do my best.
That's the spirit.
And so, I decided to try applying and taking the entrance exam for the game company Shingeki Games. Up until that entrance exam, Odasugi helped me prepare, and I continued practicing for it. I wasn't expecting it, but apparently, he knew a lot about entrance exams for companies. Thanks to that, I was busy every day. 1 month later...
Great job at the interview!
Thanks. But I'm nervous whether I'll get hired.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Come on, we're gonna drink.
Oh, Odasugi. He really is a good guy. Oh? Don't tell me that you two losers ended up becoming friends. Shoot, Taizo! Wow, no wonder this restaurant seemed kinda dark.
Huh? Just because we're in this restaurant, it doesn't change the lighting in the restaurant.
That's not what I mean. More importantly, come over here. What? I have a bad feeling. Thanks for waiting, you cute girls. I found some friends over there, so I brought them over.
What? Who is this loser?
He's my former classmate, and this guy, up until recently, he's just a depressed loser.
What? Ew.
But also, I overheard that whole conversation earlier. But I heard you interviewed for a company somewhere, huh? Impossible for you. Impossible! The second you became a depressed loser, obviously your life was already over. And compared to that, I make a salary of $10,000 a month. I'm super elite. What? I'm sure all of you also want to go out with someone like me over a depressed loser like this.
That's why you're the best, Taizo! You're handsome and you earn a lot of money. How amazing!
I know, right? This is why a loser like this and someone elite like me live in completely different worlds. What the hell is that? I was trying to do my best to be able to bring myself back into society. However, society doesn't acknowledge that kind of hard work. In the end, it only rewards those who can put on a good face. No matter what this guy did in the past, I guess it means that he still gets admired. And this is why the world is so unfair. What are you laughing at, you bastard? Wait a minute. Is Odasugi drunk?
Well, yeah, of course that would make me want to laugh, because our company, we don't pay salaries in dollars, so which department are you working in?
Huh? What the hell are you saying? You're not making any sense.
You're working at the company Shingeki Games, isn't that right, Taizo?
What? But I met Taizo at a company called Elite Holdings.
But that company 1 month ago, it went bankrupt and collapsed, and I heard Taizo's been hopping around a few other companies as well. And not only that, but I heard that your work attitude was terrible at your previous company. And not only that, you tried to lay hands on the CEO's daughter, didn't you? And because of that, you're angered to the CEO and were fired. And ever since then, you're working part-time doing data backup for Shingeki Games.
How do you know that?
Hoo. It's a given that I would know that, and that's because the CEO of that company is me, myself, and I.
Huh? You're lying. There's no way that this loser nerd's the CEO.
It's the truth. Here's my business card.
It's true?
I've heard a lot about you from my staff, Taizo. It's a given that you're late, or a no-call, or a no-show, and because you're not even doing the bare minimum, your monthly income is about $500. Huh? The earlier you said your monthly income was $10,000. You were fooling us?
No, well,
I can't believe that you would lie.
but even still, the truth is that Yuto only graduated middle school and he doesn't have a real job. Obviously, I'm much better than a useless peasant like that.
Are you kidding me? Even though you can't do the bare minimum of a job, you better not talk about other people's hard work. You better not think you can get away with hurting my friend. You better watch your neck.
No way!
Oh man, I got carried away and my feelings got heated. Whew, how embarrassing.
I had no idea that you were the CEO of the company that I interviewed at. I'm shocked.
You don't need to be so formal with me because you and I are friends, Yuto.
That might be true. I'm a depressed loser and you're a CEO. No matter how you think about it, I'm not worthy of being your friend.
Please don't say such a thing. And as I said to you before, I acknowledge your hard work, Yuto. And plus, it seems like that hard work also translated to my employees as well.
What?
In reality, I maybe shouldn't be telling you this right here, but Yuto, you have been safely accepted into our company.
What?
Earlier, I received a message from the employee that was in charge of the interview, and this time I wasn't involved in the entrance exam, so that means that even still, your hard work was acknowledged. It's true that it's hard for a depressed person to be accepted back into society. However, there was a reason behind that. If you work hard, then you have the opportunity to start over.
You're right. Thank you. The moment I became depressed, I thought that my life was over. But if there's somebody here who acknowledges my hard work like this, I'm gonna do my best to be able to meet those expectations.
That's right. However, in my personal life, I hope we can remain as friends.
Yeah, of course. After that, apparently Taizo was fired from Shingeki Games. And then, as he was hopping around from job to job, he was no longer able to hold a job anywhere. He was brushed off by all women, and at the end of it all, he was disowned by his family. Ever since then, nobody knows where he is or what he's doing. Then one day, I was waiting to meet up with Odasugi to go to a game event, but then... Oh, you're finally... What? Who's this cute girl?
Me.
Huh?
Odasugi, it's me. Odasugi. Tsukasa Odasugi.
What?
I'm sorry. I know that I was always annoying, wasn't I? When I put my glasses off, I get too excited and carried away.
Is that because of your glasses? But why did you decide to show me your true nature?
Seeing how hard you were working, Yuto, I also wanted to face the things I was bad at, and plus I wanted you to see the real me, Yuto. Even though I'm actually a loser like this, I'm sorry for being so arrogant. I'm sure you're disappointed.
It's completely fine. Up until now, you've always saved me, Odasugi. No matter what your true nature is, I'll never be disappointed. From now on, we're still friends.
Yeah. Thank you, Yuto.
So close. A few years after that, I was going to get a precious partner who was more than just a friend.